Hello, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, ex-cult members, ex-everybody. How are you? We're all ex-something, aren't we? This is my third video for Agony Uncle. I'm an Agony Uncle, Neil. Come to me with your problems. If I can help you, I will give you advice. And here we go. So, I am dating a disfellowshipped JW man. We're both 47. I'm a born-again Christian, but I'm not very religious. I should have music in the background, shouldn't I? He has expressed the desire to return to good standing with his congregation. Uh-oh. He's not doing what he needs to do to be accepted back, thankfully, says the writer. We both recognise the problem of being unevenly yoked, and he seems to think we can work around it. Okay. I told him I would never convert to Jehovah's Witnesses, and he said he wouldn't try. Is he BSing me? Or even himself? I do see and recognise some of the emotional, psychological symptoms you and other JWs speak of, and I feel for him. I will start inquiring more into his personal history and experience within the religion. I haven't been shy about telling him that I and everyone else I know believe the organisation is a cult. My Christian friends are horrified that I would ever consider dating him, but they're being supportive and praying for me. Do you have any advice, or can you make a video? So yes, I have advice. I have sent it to you by email. And I'm going to make a video. Now, there are two different things because I sent the advice weeks ago. So this might be a bit more candid, so I hope you forgive me. And it says thank you. So I'm going to get up, and that was from a lady. So, this is a tough one, isn't it? So, your husband is 47, as are you. Your boyfriend, or your husband, your partner anyway. And he's disfellowshipped, and you're a born-again Christian, but you're not too active. And he wants to become a Jehovah's Witness again. Well, maybe, I don't know the circumstances because the writer hasn't told me, but perhaps mommy is getting on, very on at that stage. And, you know, she's putting a lot of pressure on family, putting a lot of pressure on. And for whatever reason, son wants to come home to Jehovah. Come back to Jehovah, as they told us all this summer. Oh, that's a tough one, isn't it? Isn't it just? Okay, there's two parts of me. If this was my son, I'm an old man now. I'm an old man. I've already got the bald head. Okay, if this is my son, I want somebody like this lady to love him. I really do, okay? To be there for him, to worry for him, to want the best for him. Oh, by the way, all these cards in the background, it's my anniversary. 11 years married. It's been good. It's been hard times, but it's been good times. I'm very proud. And I've been okay. It's been a good time. We've had 2 children, lost 1 child, lost a business, lost a home, but we're all struggling on, and we're still going. Anyway, sorry, I digress. So, as I said, part of me, if that's my son, I want to have that lady loving him, because what a lucky guy he is. Now, if she's my daughter, and I've got both a son and a daughter, so if she's my daughter one day, I want her to run. I want you to run for the hills so fast, honey. I don't want you to even collect your handbag as you go, okay? It's not to be mean, but this is, as I said in a previous video, Jehovah's Witness problems are not special problems. They're weird and shitty, but they basically run the gamut of all the same problems that human beings face, okay? Whether that be physical abuse, sexual assault, being overlooked in the Kingdom Hall, having no friends, having given up opportunities. They're all crap. We're all facing them. Some of them. Thankfully not all of them. But some of them. But people who are non-Jehovah's Witnesses face them too. So when I heard this question, one of the things I first thought of was, it sounds almost like somebody saying, what if I just want to stay with him even though he's addicted to heroin? I just want to stay with him and get him help because I love him so much. And how does that end up? How does that end up really? Is it successful that often? Does that girl hang out with him? Does she end up on heroin too? I don't want you on heroin. I don't want you in the Kingdom Hall. I don't want, and you're okay, you're a slightly older couple, so we're not going to have the problem of, oh, I've got 2 kids now, and now they're Jehovah's Witness kids, and now they don't talk to me because I think it's a cult. Oh. What happened to my family? And I'm on my own and lonely. So that's not going to happen. But this video does apply to those people too. If you're that 19-year-old watching this and your boyfriend's just a lovely lad, but he's a Jehovah's Witness, Think about it when you're 39, when you're 49, and you suddenly think, hey, you know what, this is a cult, I'm sick of it, and your kids go, well, bye-bye, mommy. Bye-bye, daddy. Okay? Because that'll happen, and it's happened to countless people. Okay? For you particularly, lady with the boyfriend who wants to return to Jehovah, you are aware of a couple of things already. You're aware that they're a cult. You're aware that you're being unevenly yoked. It's a very biblical expression. I don't tend to use biblical expression anymore. But the point is still fair. You know, if one person's into one thing and the other person's not, there's going to be huge amounts of conflict. Okay? And the conflict between Jehovah's Witnesses, an organization which wants all of you, is that song, all of you, goes to all the meetings, wants all your pocket money. Don't laugh because it's not funny. Seriously, they want every part of you, okay? And you who's not a Jehovah's Witness, they don't want nothing to do with you, okay? So here's Mr. All of you, and here's get the fuck out of my hair. And how do the two come together? They don't, you know, unless you're both giving it all to Jehovah. It's going to be very awkward. Yes, I know of couples who have stayed together and who are still together despite one devout Jehovah's Witness wife and one couldn't be bothered non-Jehovah's Witness husband. Who knows it's rubbish too. And they're still somehow made it. But honestly, at 47, you want to start that crap at 47? I wouldn't be running for it. I wouldn't be. I mean, I'm 41 now. If I was in the position of dating and I met this lovely girl who said, listen, Scientology's not a cult. Seriously, it's really helping me sort out my TNAs, or whatever the hell they call it. It's not worth it. Life is short. It's fleeting. The Jehovah's Witnesses are a cult. I get that you respect that person. I get that you love that person. I get that you want them to stay out too and be successful. But if they're going headlong back into something, if they're jumping into the volcano, don't you jump with them. And don't wait around the edge, because one day it'll crumble and you'll fall in too. Okay? And at the very least, the very best you can hope for is what? You spend your life on the edge of a volcano. Not very cool, is it? Don't like it. Seems like a bit of an unpleasant future. I'm trying not to be, a prick or be too heartless about this. It's not like you can just easily say, "Oh, cut him off." I think maybe some what's the word? Oh, alternatives. Some orders are in order here. So you've got to tell the guy some stuff to do. So, for instance, if you're forcing yourself to stay. Okay? If you're absolutely content on staying with this man, I would say to him, listen, go and read Crisis of Conscience. Get the PDF online. I don't give a fuck that it's copyrighted, and I hope you don't either. Right? Do that. Tell him to read some ex-Jehovah's Witness stuff. Tell him to go on some videos on YouTube. Not mine necessarily, because, I'm terrible, but there's better. Tell him to go on. And when he comes back, I would recommend Susan Gaskin Fusco. She's pretty nice. But and easygoing and not grumpy like me. But go online and get him. Don't just say, yeah, I want you to go online and tell me you've done it. I want you to make him go online, write a friggin' report about what he's heard, okay? And then give you reasons why he's returning to Jehovah, okay? And then you can make your decision, and he can make a decision based on at least all the facts. Okay? If he has all the facts and he decides to go back to the Jehovah's Witnesses, well, you can do nothing. But at least you can leave. Okay? Maybe you'll change your mind. Maybe you'll think, okay, we can make it work. But if he refuses to do those things, then you know what kind of guy you're dealing with. You're dealing with a guy who doesn't want to look at objective criticism, objective reasoning, and then you've got even better reasons to kick this relationship to the curb. I'm very sorry that I have not got better news for you. You are not in a great position, but you can be in a better position, and that better position is yourself. Looking after yourself, because you're number one, and you're number one for me too. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. This is my Agony Uncle section over. If you have any problems, send them to me as a personal message, and I will make a video. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.